So dear students, in our last section we have seen Q as well as multiple Q. In this we will see circular Q. Circular Q is the Q which removes the disadvantage of Q. What was the disadvantage of Q? That whenever we are deleting any particular element from Q, the memory space we cannot utilize, and that is overcome in the circular Q. In circular queue, also front and rear ends are used. Rear end is used for insertion purpose and front end is used for deletion purpose. So in this, after queue full, whenever our queue is full, rear again points to the first place. Means whenever your queue is full and there is no space for insertion of element, then rear is the end which is pointing to the first place again, and that's why it looks like a circle, and that is the reason it is called as circular queue. We can see it in this particular example. Now this is the circular queue where front is over here and rear is here. So front and rear are next to each other, and as they are next to each other, it is in the circular format, so it is called a circular queue. In this queue, the declared size is 0 as to n minus 1, where n is nothing but number of elements, as well as the front and rear pointers are used by rear is equal to rear plus 1% size and front is equal to front plus 1% size by modulo. So suppose we are having this particular queue where rear and front are initially 0. So suppose we will be adding the element, and we will be adding the element in such a way that it will be inserted from rear. So if we add two items 11, then 0 plus 1% 6 is equal to 1. Means what we will do, we are applying this thing, rear is equal to rear plus 1% size, that is modulo. So 11 is placed at the location 1 over here. What we will be doing, 11 is present over here. Same way we are pressing 22, 33, 44. So by applying this particular formula, 22 is stored in the second position, 33 is stored in the third position, 44 is present at the fourth place, and or it can be placed at second place also, and 55 is placed at the this particular place. Now if we have to place 66, then 66, when we are applying 66, what we are getting the value, we are getting the value as 0, that is nothing but 0th position. So we want to insert the element which is at the 0th position, but we can see that your queue is full because all the locations are full, means your rear and front is equal to 0, so your queue is full. Now we will be deleting the element, so we will be deleting the element from the front side. So when we are deleting the element, after deletion, again your front and rear will be at next to each other. Means suppose I am deleting the element from this particular side, your front will be here and rear will be here, so again they will be next to each other. Means this particular memory space is again used, it's not wasted. In this way, this null place can be utilized repeatedly. Means suppose we are deleting the particular element, then your front is moved to the next and your rear is moved to the next. In this way, rear is equal to front is equal to 1, means again your queue is full because your front is here, है ना. Now we have deleted the element, so your front is at the first position, rear is here, so queue is again full. Means whatever element you have deleted, we have again utilized that space, and that's the main reason circular queue is in use, because we can utilize the element, we can utilize the space from where the particular element has been deleted. And in this way, the null places can be utilized repeatedly using queue. And as the front and rear are kept next to each other, that's why it is mainly located, or it is mainly denoted in the circular format, because they are next to each other, and that is the reason the particular queue is called as circular queue. Now we have seen circular queue. In our next session we will see the D queue and the priority queue. Thank you.